Right, so I've had a few issues trying to get the fucking airbags in there, and long story short, they're not going to work because the brake caliper, it's all good here, but once the wheel turns, the brake caliper impinges on the side of the airbag. So the old engine mount spot was there. In fact, you can see them there. And so I was like, right, what am I going to do? Anyway, you can see here, there's a bit of pipe that I've welded on. So that is the torsion bar bolt, if you like. And so the splined end was on that end, and the threaded end, the nut end, was on this end. And obviously the torsion bars went down to that cross member, and that's how you adjusted your ride height. So what I did was I pulled the bolt out. Threaded end is down that end now, because I ground off the splines, which are pretty much rusty anyway, and I've welded on a piece of pipe. That's 100mm, and I've got the airbags in line with it. The center of that is in line with the center of the airbag. So what I'm going to do, I've fabricated this little fucking bracket up out of some 6mm, and so all the fittings are in there, and it gives me a little bit of access to. And then yes, I've done one on that side as well, and I've just fabbed up these little bloody ends for the arms that I'm going to build, and I'm going to put these bushings in there with a bit of pipe, yarn and yarn, so they'll go in the end of those. And then I'm going to fab up an arm that goes from there up to there. It's about 300 long, 350 long, and so when that expands, it actually doesn't need that much travel on that to get it to ride height, and it's obviously going to max out there, but it puts the van at about 150mm anyway, so ride height's going to be pretty much there somewhere. Yeah, just a bit of an update. Starting to look pretty cool actually. I'm starting to feel, oh, and I rigged this up. A couple of ladders there with a plank and a block and tackle, because I was trying to get ride height and then ground it out and then maxed out to put it on a trailer or something. And so yeah, I've had to keep it lower than the level of the tires at fully lifted height. But anyway, like the seats will finish about here anyway, so even if I had to put a little bubble in the tunnel or whatever. And then this allows me to get some custom steering going too from through here. I'll just put a cross member in and do a manual rack and pinion. So yeah, just a bit of an update. Fucking enjoying it. It looks hideous, but you know, who doesn't?